Hello and welcome back, everyone. Did you know your mind is like a garden? Every thought is a seed. If you plant hope, kindness, and joy, your life will slowly bloom like flowers opening under sunlight. But if you plant doubt, fear, and anger, the garden will grow wild and dark. You may not see it at first, but one day you will feel it. In your heart, your mood, your relationships. Staying positive is not always easy. Sometimes life feels unfair. People hurt you, things go wrong. But even in the middle of pain, you still have power. You still have a choice. A strong mind does not mean you never feel sad. It means you don't let the sadness control you. It means you choose light, even when the sky is full of clouds. This video is not about fake smiles or pretending to be happy. It's about learning how to protect your peace, to train your thoughts, to build a mindset so strong that even on your worst days, you won't break. You'll rise, again and again. Part 1. Start your day with gratitude. Morning is a powerful time. It is the beginning of a new day, a fresh start, and how you begin your day can change everything. Many people wake up and feel stress. They think about problems, about work, about what they don't have. They check their phone, they see bad news, or compare their life to others. This creates a negative mindset before the day even begins. But there is another way. Imagine waking up, and before anything else you say, "Thank you. Thank you for this new day. Thank you for my body, my mind, my family. Thank you for the little things, like the sun outside, the air I breathe, the chance to try again." Gratitude is more than a word. It is a feeling that can heal your heart. It takes your focus away from what is missing and puts it on what is already here. It helps you see clearly. It reminds you that even when life is not perfect, there is still good all around you. Start with something simple. Each morning, say out loud 3 things you are thankful for. You can write them in a notebook or just say them in your heart. This small habit will start to change the way your mind works. Slowly, your thoughts will become lighter, stronger, happier. Gratitude is like a light. The more you use it, the brighter your life becomes. And when the day begins with light, it's easier to carry that light with you into your work, your relationships, your dreams. So if you want a more positive life, begin each day with one simple step. Be grateful and mean it. Part 2. Use positive words. Words are powerful. They can lift people up or bring them down. The words you speak shape your day, your relationships, and even how you feel inside. That is why choosing positive words is one of the most important habits for a happy and successful life. Many people don't realize this. They say things like, "I can't do it," or "I'm so unlucky." They speak with fear, with doubt, with anger. And every time they do, their brain listens. Their heart listens. Negative words bring negative energy. They make small problems feel big. They make goals feel far away. They build a wall around your mind. But when you speak in a positive way, everything changes. You say, "I can handle this." You say, "This is hard, but I will grow." You say, "Today might not be perfect, but I will still move forward." Positive words don't mean you ignore pain. They don't mean you pretend everything is okay when it's not. They mean you choose hope. You choose strength. You speak with love, not just to others, but to yourself. Start small. When you make a mistake, don't say, "I'm stupid." Say, "I'm learning." When you're tired, don't say, "I can't." Say, "I will rest, then try again." Speak to yourself like you would speak to someone you love. Gentle, kind, honest, strong. The words you say are like seeds. If you plant good ones, they will grow. They will build your confidence, your peace, your future. So today, take control. Choose your words carefully. Speak life. Speak light. Speak power. And soon, you'll feel the difference. Not just in your voice, but in your whole life. Part 3. Avoid negative people. The people around you can change how you think, how you feel, and how you live. If you spend time with people who complain all the time, you will start to complain too. If you spend time with people who always say life is hard or nothing ever works, their words will slowly become your thoughts. Their darkness will cover your light, and you might not even notice it at first. But after days, after weeks, after months, you will feel heavy, tired, and confused. That is the power of negative people. They are not always bad. Some of them are just lost, just afraid, just angry at the world. But still, their energy is strong, and that energy will affect you even if you try to stay positive. So what can you do? You protect your peace. You keep your light safe. You create space between you and the people who bring you down. That does not mean you hate them. That does not mean you fight with them. It means you choose your health, your happiness, your future. If someone is always negative, always complaining, gossiping, judging, take a step back. Limit your time with them. Set clear boundaries. And most importantly, find people who lift you up. Look for those who smile often, those who believe in growth, in kindness, in possibilities, those who talk about ideas, not people, who help you feel strong, even on your weak days. You become like the people you spend time with. So choose carefully. Surround yourself with light. And walk away from what drains you. Your energy is precious. Protect it. Part 4. Move your body. Your body is the only place you will live for the rest of your life. It holds your heartbeat. It carries your breath. It gives you strength to stand, to walk, to run, to live. But when you don't move it, your body begins to slow down. Your back feels stiff. Your legs get tired even from simple things. And your mind starts to feel cloudy, like a sky full of fog. That's because the body and the mind are one. When your body is still for too long, your thoughts become heavy too. You may feel sad, unmotivated, or even anxious without knowing why. But here's the secret. Your body remembers everything you do to it, and everything you don't. When you move, everything inside you wakes up. Your blood flows like a river. Your lungs stretch and welcome air like it's the first breath of a new day. Your brain becomes sharper. And most importantly, your emotions start to lift. Have you ever noticed how a walk in the park makes you feel better? Or how dancing, even alone in your room, can make you smile? It's not a trick, it's real. That movement brings life back into you. You don't need perfect shoes. You don't need a plan or a gym. Just get up. Stretch your arms. Roll your shoulders. Shake off the stress. Move slowly. Move softly. But move. every single day. When you move, your body releases endorphins, your natural medicine. They help reduce stress. They help you sleep better. They help you feel joy even when the world is hard. When you feel lost or angry, go for a walk. When you feel broken, try a gentle stretch. When you feel proud, run a little farther, because you can. Some people think exercise is about having the perfect body, but that's not the truth. Real movement is about freedom. Freedom from stress, from sadness, from pressure. It's about saying, I care about myself. Your body wants to move. It was made to move. And when you listen, your body gives back so much. It gives you peace. It gives you strength. It gives you confidence. So don't wait for a perfect moment. Move now. Start small, start slow, but start. Because the moment you move your body, you also move your life in a better direction. Part 5. Read inspiring books. Books are more than paper and ink. They are quiet voices waiting to be heard. They hold the dreams of people who lived before us. And they carry the strength we sometimes forget we have. When you read inspiring books, something powerful happens. Your mind opens, your heart grows, and you begin to see the world and yourself in a new way. Some days life feels heavy, the sky seems gray, the future feels far, and your energy disappears. But then, you open a book, and inside it, you meet someone brave, someone who failed, but got back up, someone who felt fear, but kept going, someone who reminds you, you are not alone. These stories are more than words. They are light. They are guidance. They are quiet teachers showing you how to keep walking when the road feels long. You may not remember every sentence, but your soul remembers the feeling that anything is possible, that hope is real, that your story can change too. You don't need to read fast. You don't need to finish the book in one day. Even one page, read slowly, can change how you think. When you read a book by someone who faced hard times and won, you learn how to be patient. You learn how to stay strong. You learn how to believe in yourself again. And not just that. Books teach you new words. They make your mind sharper. They help you speak better, write better, and think better. Even 10 minutes a day can change your path. Choose books that make you feel stronger. Books that remind you to rise again. Books that whisper, you are enough. Inspiring books are like quiet friends. They sit with you when the world feels loud. They never judge. They only lift you up, word by word, line by line. So the next time you feel stuck, open a book. Let someone else's strength become your strength. Let their journey guide yours. Because when you read inspiring books, you feed your mind, you heal your heart, and you remind your soul, you can do this. Part 6. Take a break from the news. The world is loud. Every second something new happens, and most of it isn't good. War, pain, loss, anger, the news is full of it. You open your phone, and suddenly you feel heavy. A headline pulls your mood down. Another story makes you afraid. And before you even speak to anyone, you're already tired. That's the power of the news. It can inform you, but it can also drain you. Yes, it's good to care. It's good to know what's happening in the world. But not every hour. Not every day. Because your mind, it needs peace too. When you take a break from the news, your energy returns. You can breathe deeper. You can hear your own thoughts again. You can focus on your real life, not just the noise outside. Some people watch the news first thing in the morning. But what if you started your day with calm instead? With music, or reading, or a walk, or quiet? When you protect your peace, you protect your power. You say, I still care, but I also care about my mind. Because watching pain again and again doesn't help the world, but becoming stronger, calmer, kinder, that does. And when you're ready, the news will still be there, but you'll be stronger, more in control, more aware of what you need. So take a break. Unplug. Let your heart rest. Let your thoughts slow down. Go outside. Call someone you love. Laugh. Write. Live. Because your peace is your responsibility. And in a world that never stops shouting, choosing silence is strength. Part 7. Focus on what you can control. There are so many things in life we cannot control. The weather, the economy, other people's actions, sudden problems. They all come without warning. And when they do, we often feel lost, frustrated, or powerless. But here's the truth. You don't need to control everything. You only need to control one thing: yourself. Focusing on what you can control changes everything. You can't stop the rain, but you can carry an umbrella. You can't change how someone treats you, but you can choose how to react. That's where your power lives. In your choices, your actions, your mindset. When you give your energy to things outside your control, you start to feel weak. You worry, complain, or freeze. But when you bring that energy back to yourself, something changes. You feel more grounded. You feel more calm. Because you realize, I can't fix the world, but I can take the next step. Start small. You can't decide the future, but you can decide your habits today. You can wake up early. You can eat better. You can study. You can speak kindly. You can move forward, even when life around you feels heavy. This mindset builds strength. It builds hope. Instead of getting stuck in fear or anger, you start to focus on progress. One small step. One small change. Every day. That's how powerful people think. That's how winners move. So the next time you feel overwhelmed, pause. Ask yourself, is this something I can control? If yes, take action. If no, let it go. It's not your job to carry the whole world. It's your job to carry yourself with courage. You are not weak for letting go. You are wise. Because peace doesn't come from controlling everything. It comes from choosing what matters and letting the rest fall away. Part 8. Celebrate small wins. In a world obsessed with big achievements, it's easy to overlook the small steps. We wait for the promotion, the perfect score, the big change. And we forget the quiet victories that lead us there. But if you want to stay motivated, focused, and mentally strong, you must learn the power of celebrating small wins. Small wins are the building blocks of big success. Waking up early when you didn't feel like it, completing one chapter of a book, saying no to something unhealthy. These moments may seem ordinary, but they are proof of discipline. They show that you are trying, growing, and choosing the better path. When you pause to recognize those moments, you give your brain a reward. Psychologically, this builds momentum. Your mind begins to associate effort with progress, and that keeps you moving forward. It's not just motivation. It's how long-term habits are formed. Celebrating doesn't mean throwing a party. It means acknowledging your progress, saying, "I did it today." It means taking a moment to feel proud, even if no one sees it. That simple feeling builds your self-confidence. It reminds you, I am capable. I am improving. Without celebrating small wins, it's easy to burn out. You keep working, pushing, stressing, but you never stop to feel how far you've come. That's dangerous because it creates a loop of never feeling enough. But when you stop and reflect, even briefly, your perspective changes. You see the journey. You see your strength. So train yourself to notice the small things. Did you take a deep breath instead of yelling? That's growth. Did you study for 20 minutes? That's discipline. Did you try again after failing yesterday? That's courage. These are the wins that shape your future. Because success isn't built in one giant leap. It's built in quiet hours, repeated effort, and inner battles no one else sees. When you celebrate those moments, you remind yourself why you started and why you must keep going. Part 9. Spend time with uplifting people. Your environment shapes your energy and the people you surround yourself with. They either lift you up or pull you down. If you want to grow, stay strong, and keep a positive mindset, you must choose carefully who walks beside you. Think about it. Have you ever felt drained after spending time with someone who complains constantly? Or felt inspired after a short chat with someone who believes in you? That's the power of energy. Some people feed your spirit. Others slowly empty it. Uplifting people are those who remind you of your worth, even when you forget it. They support your dreams, even when they don't fully understand them. They don't mock your goals. They don't laugh at your effort. Instead, they celebrate your growth, your attempts, your resilience. And that kind of support, it's priceless. Spending time with uplifting people makes you feel seen. It makes you feel safe to be vulnerable, to share your struggles, to be honest about your fears. Because with them, you don't need to wear a mask. You don't need to pretend to be strong all the time. Their presence gives you peace, not pressure. On your hard days, they remind you to keep going. On your good days, they cheer you on without jealousy. They push you forward, not out of competition, but out of love. That's rare, and that's why you must protect those relationships. Letting go of toxic people isn't easy, but if someone constantly doubts you, drains your joy, or fills you with negativity, it's okay to walk away, not out of hate, but out of self-respect, because your energy is limited, and it's meant to grow things, not fix what refuses to change. So surround yourself with people who speak life into your goals, people who smile when you succeed, people who listen without judgment and advise without ego. These are your people, and with them, your journey becomes lighter, warmer, and more meaningful. Because sometimes the right people don't just change your day, they change your direction. Part 10. Write down your goals. Dreams live in your heart. But goals, they belong on paper. Because once you write them down, they stop being wishes. They become a plan, a commitment, a direction. When your goals stay only in your mind, they float. They get lost in the noise of everyday life. But when you write them, you create clarity. You define what matters to you. You tell yourself, this is what I want. This is where I'm going. That kind of clarity is powerful. It gives your mind a map. It gives your soul a purpose. Writing goals makes them real. It turns vague desires into specific steps. You stop saying, "I want to be better," and start saying, "I want to read 2 books this month." You stop dreaming of success and you start designing it with words, with dates, with details. It's not about being perfect. It's about being intentional. When you write your goals, you also track your progress. You begin to see how far you've come. You notice the days you stayed consistent, the habits you built, the fears you overcame. And on the days when you feel lost or tired, you can go back to that list and remember why you started. There's also something magical about putting pen to paper. It slows you down. It makes you think deeply. What do I really want? What truly matters to me? What will make me proud when I look back one day? These questions shape your life, and writing helps you answer them. Your goals don't have to be big. They just have to be honest. Whether it's waking up earlier, exercising more, learning a new skill, or being kinder to yourself, write it down. Look at it often. And most importantly, take one small step toward it every day. Because a goal written with your hand is a promise made to your future. And every promise you keep takes you one step closer to the life you're meant to live. Part 11. Help someone else. Sometimes, the best way to lift yourself is to lift someone else. When you help another person, even in a small way, something changes inside you. You feel lighter, stronger, more human. It doesn't take much. A kind word, a helping hand, listening without judgment. These little acts carry great power. They remind people that they matter, that they're not alone. And often, in the process of helping others heal, you start to heal too. Life can be overwhelming. But when you step outside your own problems and care for someone else, your pain starts to shrink. Your perspective widens. You begin to realize that your struggles aren't just yours. We're all fighting something. And sometimes, your words, your presence, can be the light someone else needs. Helping others also builds confidence. When someone smiles because of you, you start to believe in your own strength. You discover that even when you feel small, you can still make a big impact. And most importantly, helping others creates connection. Real connection. The kind that goes deeper than likes and follows. The kind that reminds you that we're all here to support each other. To grow. To rise. Together. So if you ever feel stuck or lost or tired, do something kind. Not because you want something back, but because giving is a kind of magic. And in a world that sometimes feels cold, your kindness could be the warmth someone has been searching for. Part 12. Talk kindly to yourself. Your words matter, especially the ones you say to yourself. So many people speak to themselves with harshness, doubt, and criticism. They repeat old mistakes, judge every flaw, and compare themselves to others. But imagine this. What if you spoke to yourself the way you speak to someone you love? Kind self-talk is not weakness. It's power. It's how you build self-respect. When you wake up and say, "I'm proud of myself for trying," or "I'm doing better than I was yesterday," something inside you shifts. You begin to feel less like a failure and more like a fighter. Life is already hard. Don't be your own enemy. Be your own supporter. Stand beside yourself, not against. When you fall, don't call yourself stupid. Say, "It's okay, I'm learning." When you feel fear, don't say, "I'm weak." Say, "I'm strong enough to face this." Because your mind listens, your heart listens. And the more you repeat kindness inside, the more you believe in it. And once you believe in yourself, you can do almost anything. So next time your inner voice tries to tear you down, change the script. Speak gently. Speak patiently. Speak like someone who believes in their own growth. Because the words you say in silence shape the life you live in the world. Well, positivity is not pretending everything is perfect. It's choosing to see the light, even in the middle of the storm. You've now learned ways to stay positive, to breathe deeper, to speak kinder, to grow stronger. But the real power lies in doing it every single day, even when it's hard. Because small changes become big shifts. One habit, one word, one choice at a time. If this video helped you, even just a little, I invite you to subscribe to this channel. Not just to learn English, but to learn how to live with more heart, more hope, and more strength. Join the journey. Let's grow together.